everyone, it's Steph from the Top Shop, and today we're just going to do a quick walkthrough on how to install a ratchet mooring cover. So the first step is you want to make sure that your cover is at the front of your boat at the bow. When you go to store your cover and you take it off, one of the easiest things to do is to roll it up or fold it and keep the bow of your cover untucked so that you know that that's the front. So this one, we just had it rolled up and the nose is sticking out front, which makes it easier to put it on. This is a pickle nose, so you're going to want to put each nose piece on first. Reach over. Now they are somewhat a little loose as soon as you put it on, but once you start pulling the cover back, it will slide right into place. Then the next step is to make sure that your strapping system is connected with your pole in place. Mastercrafts come with a strapping system and cover support poles. So you'll have 2 to 3 poles depending on the length of your boat, and that'll determine how many caps you have to put on the poles, but they do all come with the strapping system. Your strapping system is going to be made out of 2 different colors of webbing. You have white and black. Your white webbing is what gets done up at the front in your bow. So depending on the style of Mastercraft that you have, you'll either have your bow railings that they'll attach to or your front cleats. Specifically with this model of Mastercraft, we have the railings up front. So you're going to take your white webbing on each side and you're going to do it up around the railing and secure it with the quick release buckle. Now as soon as that pulls in place, it will be a little wobbly, but that's okay, because as soon as we start to pull this cover back, we'll be able to adjust exactly where we want the straps to be on the railing so that they're centered. Start to bring the cover back. Okay, so you'll want to bring your cover back to just in front of the windshield area, so that allows you to still have a hold of the strap that's going to run to the back part of the strapping system, and then you'll be able to bring your cover up and over the windshield as soon as that's secured. So you're going to want to lift the window up, keeping the strapping out. You can lock the windshield in place. And you can do one of either 2 things, which is to continue to take your strapping system all the way back and have it assembled so it stays up. If you do that, you will have to go over the webbing straps that are in place. Or you can keep holding your webbing strap and bring the cover the rest of the way up over the windshield just till you get the first 2 tower cutouts on, which is what I'm going to do. So if you're installing your mooring cover while at the dock, one of the easier things to do is to do up your tower cutouts just before you actually pull it up over the windshield. Unless you're super tall, you might be able to reach your webbing straps from here, but we're doing this one on the lot, so it's a little bit easier if it's trailered or outside on the lawn to put the webbing straps and tower cutouts around the tower and do them up while you're actually out of the boat. All right, then the next step is if you're going to bring the rest of your webbing straps back, you're going to want to bring them, and these, for this specific style of Mastercraft, they're going to do up at the cleat. So there's 2 different styles that you can get. You can get one that is already a sewn-in loop. They are just as simple as tucking it around the cleat. Other ones that you can get have a buckle, which you can either just do it around as a loop, or you can do it up through the cleat. So now that that is in place, we can now go to the windshield and bring the cover the rest of the way back. So this is a custom mooring cover that we made here on our on-site canvas shop. Sometimes newer Mastercraft covers will go up over the tower knobs. This specific design goes under the tower knob, which allows your cover to be tight against your tower base to eliminate a lot of water seeping down under the tower and under your cover. Veronica, could you fix that? one thing you want to kind of keep note on is when you're putting your cover over the back, if it gets too tight to try to pull it over the edge, don't stress it. You can just come back to the back of the ratchets and just loosen it off, and that'll loosen the entire perimeter so you're not putting any stress on your cover. And one thing to note is you'll always want to try and make sure that your ratchets stay in its pouch. You don't want them hitting the fiberglass at the back because they could potentially scratch that. But no need to worry, if you do that, we can fix that as we have a glass shop on site. And one of the last and final steps is before you ratchet it up, you're going to want to take your webbing straps at the tie downs at the back here. Just put them through the transom eyelet. And just give them a little bit of a tighten there. So the last and final step for installing your mooring cover, ratchet mooring cover, is to tighten the ratchets. So the best way to do it is to take both of them at the same time. And that allows for your webbing to stay even throughout the cover. If one side is a little bit closer to the pouch than the other, then we can just grab the opposite side and ratchet it so you can keep them even. But you just want to keep an even tension. And your ratchets will tell you when they are too tight because you won't be able to tighten them up anymore. But you don't need to have it super extremely tight because as soon as that webbing gets tight, it's going to stay nice and taut under your rub rail. And that's all there is to it. We hope that this video has helped give a better understanding of the process of installing a ratchet mooring cover on your boat.
And on a side note, you may find if there's two people doing it, the process may be easier.
For more information, visit buckeyemarine.com.